All right,
Good.
and we are good to go. Welcome back to the Table 43 podcast. How are you going, guys?
Good. I'm doing good today. Actually, I'm not doing good. That's a lie. I've been sick, and like hospitality workers, we're all sick because we all hang out together and we hang out with customers who bring sickness in all the time.
Correct.
But I am on the other side of it, so I'm feeling better than I was. Hudson?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. A bit tired today, but we're all just in different...
We're all in different spaces.
Yeah,
correct.
But no, I with people bringing in sickness, there's like a bit of a... I don't know. Some people are just a bit inconsiderate and just kind of go where they want.
I think, well, working in hospo, you deal with so many people because you just get, you get everything. Like COVID was a horror show for us, basically, because you just get many people coming in.
Especially you'd have to go upstairs collecting room trays with gloves and a mask and be like, oh, this customer has COVID.
Yeah.
It'd be so scary.
Oh, yeah, cool. Oh, I've got a story for that.
Well, just kick it off. Kick it off.
So COVID stories. Well, there was once a customer like that. So I had to go give him room service, and then the receptionist told me, so this guy has COVID. So don't touch the door. Don't do anything. Just put the tray down in front of the room, and then we'll call them up when they have to go pick it up. I go there, and I'm walking down the corridor, and old mate is out of his room, just walking up and down the corridor. So I'm here with a tray with a mask on, and I'm like, mate, aren't you meant to be in your room? It's an Indian bloke. So he's like, oh, yeah, sorry. And just walks in. And I'm just like, I don't know where you went now. I don't know if he's walked up and down the whole corridor, what else he's touched. So he anyway went in reluctantly, but he just said, yeah, okay. I don't know if you understood me or not, but he went into the room. He closed it. I dropped the tray down in front of him, went down to reception. I'm like, so this guy who has COVID has been just walking up and down our corridors. What do you want me to do? And she's like, well, I don't know. You can't sanitize the whole thing. There's still guests going there. Mm-hmm. So
especially this would have been at a time where we're so unaware of the significance and the dangers surrounding it. Correct. I had a similar story at a different workplace. This is still very early on. Everyone had to wear masks and gloves and take a lot of precautionary action to keep everybody safe. And we had this one guy came in, he was checking out, and we're all just standing there, doing our jobs, and he comes in, just like, yeah, I've got COVID. He just stands at reception while we're behind the desk. And I just remember, I'm just standing there shook. And I start backtracking. I'm just like, yeah, okay, buddy, just stand at least 2.5 meters away from me. But he just came in, just thinking, yeah, I've got COVID. What should I do? And it's like, well, maybe don't stand.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, don't stand next to me. I can imagine you walking back oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
just covering my mouth. I just remember everyone came in, all the staff, and what's going on here? I was so angry at this guy. Yeah, because again, that was at a stage when no one had much of an idea what was happening with this entire virus.
Now, COVID was insane the place I worked at the time. We had these, what you call it, massive tarps put up around the whole area because it's an open bar.
Eerie.
And to kind of fit in with COVID regulations, they put up tarps so you kind of make separate rooms around the bar. It looked like a scene out of Dexter, where there's just tarps everywhere, really dodgy, and you're walking through tarps, and then there's 20 people in one area. You walk through another one, there's 20 people in another.
So that's just to divide the space?
To divide the space up.
So you could have more people depending on if you had more spaces.
Yeah, right. That's interesting.
Yeah, and then people would come up without a mask, and you tell them, sorry, I can't serve you unless you have a mask. And they'd be like, oh, can you just get me a drink? I'm like, I'm so sorry. These are the rules.
Did a lot of people catch COVID in the hotel that were working there? Or
I'm
was
not aware.
Customers?
Well, staff. I'd be thinking more so. With all of these precautions and crazy guests coming through, did it spread around a lot, or was it actually not too bad?
I think there would have been, because there's multiple instances of COVID where we are. There were multiple instances where staff caught a lot. I think around the third time when the rules are very relaxed. Yeah. It just spread like wildfire. It was just everyone gets it. You get herd immunity. Everyone gets it, and you all get better at the same time. I think it was at that stage where the rules were very relaxed and it kind of went for everyone.
Yeah.
But at the start, it was very, very strict. I remember we had our first case from a function in one of our rooms.
No, that's a nightmare.
And that whole room was sanitized instantly.
Yeah.
And then I was working the next day as a porter, and they told me about it. And I said, well, should I go into the room? And it's like, yeah, it's fine.
Naturally.
But I walked into the room and I was like, this is weird because this is where...
It was creepy. It was very eerie.
It was like a bit apocalyptic in a sense. You know?
Correct.
You're just trying to like...
It was.
Yeah,
it was
so
like, it's
everything.
a once in a century event.
Yeah.
Oh, probably even long. Well,
I still remember, this doesn't really relate necessarily, but, you know...
Well, what do you mean it doesn't relate?
Well, it relates to COVID. I remember in the NBA, when the first trace, and it was Rudy Gobert...
Yeah.
Got the virus. And everybody in the world was like, what's going on? The whole league had to shut down.
Yes.
And that's when obviously the NBA bubble happened months later. But yeah, it's weird to think back to a time when we were all looking at it like, holy shit.
Like
wow,
this person got it, this person
now
got
it's
it,
just,
this person got it.
It's part of the norm now. Like you get COVID.
It's like a cold now.
It's like, the cold and flu.
And getting back on track in hospitality.
Yeah.
Sorry. We started on a little tangent of getting sick and getting that in hospitality.
No.
But things spread, and that was definitely a tough one for the hospitality industry to navigate. So if anyone, again, has good stories to share, we'd love to hear
COVID stories. So bring it back to...
What is our theme this episode? Is it COVID?
Before we get into a theme, it'll be a nice segue to go from Craig's question about asking people about their stories. So we were very happy with our first episode with the initial response. So thank you to everyone who actually came and listened. We got 14 followers on Instagram. Yay. We got 14 people who came and saw our Patreon, which is amazing. We've got one active member. I heard he's a pretty great bloke, and I think we know him as well.
He may be a member of the podcast.
But
really?
You know what? It's free, so he's getting on the bandwagon now before it gets big, and I like it, and I rate that. So I think everyone should follow in Hudson's footsteps.
That's right.
And then going on from Patreon, we come to Spotify, we had 41 people listen to the first episode. So I think that's pretty good.
Okay.
We are building.
Nice.
Well, I mean, you've got to have a base to build from. So we got a base.
The foundation has been laid.
Tell your friends.
Yeah.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. Tell your family. Tell your family's friends.
Tell your workplaces.
Tell your enemies even. I don't care. Fucking tell them as well.
Tell everyone. Just get them on.
Are we allowed to swear on our podcast? Because generally I do in everyday life.
That's right. Everything's explicit. I told her.
It's all fucking okay,
everything is explicit here.
Okay.
There's no PG rating. We can only swear 3 times. It's just you.
If you're under 18 and work in hospitality, you're not really any help to me at the moment.
Correct.
I need 18-year-old workers that can pour beers.
That's right. Exactly.
Well, yes, and also have their head screwed on.
Well, that's exactly right. It's hard to find good hospitality workers out there. I'm sure you all have.
So if you're a good hospitality worker, you want to come work for us,
you just let me know. Yeah. I won't tell you where I work, but we'll DM us and we'll let you know.
But I reckon what we'll start doing is on our socials, we can do some polls and put some questionnaires up. So if you have a story, please say it on our Instagram post or on the Patreon. There's a forum you can talk to us. On Spotify, you can comment on episodes. Just let us know. Any stories you want to share. We may have some polls. Maybe if you want to have an influence on what theme we do the next week or the next 2 weeks, we'll put some polls up and get you guys involved. We'd love to talk to you guys and see what's going on in your crazy hospital life or life in general.
Absolutely. And shout out to our one New Zealand listener. I don't know who you are.
We have one New Zealander.
But
it might have been a mistake, but
no,
if it wasn't,
it's fine.
Listen again this week so we know you're a regular.
Yes.
We want to see you.
True fan.
There. Yes, a true.
A day one.
A day one-er.
A day one-er.
Yeah. Day one. So Patreon is still free at the moment. So before we get huge,
get in early,
and we make it paid, please join. I'm talking so much crap here.
I was going to say before we get huge, but 41 people tell 41 more people,
correct,
and then they tell 41 people, and this will exponentially explode like huge. COVID. Yeah. And before we know, it'll be epidemic.
Yeah,
table 43 epidemic.
Correct. We'll be the biggest podcast in the world.
Biggest hospitality podcast.
Bigger than Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan. Oh, yeah. Jamie,
can
you get a video of that deer?
Heard of Joe Rogan. Who the fuck is that guy? That's a fake name.
Yeah, these grizzly bears.
Jamie, pull up the video of that fucking deer.
Are we editing that out? Are we just rolling with that?
We are rolling.
Sweet. All right.
Okay.
Let's
go
Theo
into a
Von's
theme.
podcast is very good.
Was that
Theo Von.
Theo Von? I haven't seen
it's
Theo Von.
great.
Oh, we did just popping up.
Great podcast.
Everyone else on our podcast.
But listen to our podcast.
Yeah, but let's do ours first before
we are
we listen
new.
to
We're
Theo Von's.
contemporary. We are.
Tell them to listen to us. I don't want to listen to them.
Yeah. Okay, so my sister had a great idea for an intro for us. We should do like us like going into a restaurant and being like, "Hi, do you have a table for 3?" And it'll be like, "Yeah, we have table 43," and that could be like an intro. Or,
Okay.
But in my mind, when I hit it, it's like, "Oh, can I have a table for 3?" And it's like, "No, you can't have a table for 3. It's a Saturday night. It's peak dinner. It's like freaking."
Have you made a booking?
Have you made a booking yet? It's something like that.
Staff are sick. We don't have enough chefs on.
No,
the
you
wait
can't
time
have
is
a
an
table
hour.
for
The kitchen is closed.
No, you can't have a
It's
table
9:30
for
at
3.
night.
Yeah. I don't know, something along those
I mean, we
lines.
definitely
We'll
need
make
an intro.
Yeah.
That needs to be like sexy, smooth jazz
little
style.
jingle.
Yeah, little jingle. If you
Bit of
guys,
guitar, bit
if
of
you
piano.
guys have any ideas, please let us know in the comments.
Yes.
Yeah, because
anything.
this is all just made up as we go along. Let's be
As you
honest.
can probably tell from this episode.
Yes.
We are.
But we hadn't even gotten to our theme yet. But
We at least talk some stories early,
Yeah.
which is what our podcast is about,
which is
telling
good,
stories.
by the way.
This is what it's all about. Having a bit
Right.
of fun with it.
Correct.
Okay,
Theme time.
do we even need a theme this episode, or should we just roll with some shit?
We can just roll. I think we should just roll.
I think we just
episode
roll.
2.
Yeah.
All right,
Roll
let's do
episode
it.
2. Let's do it. All
So
right.
what we're going to roughly talk about is Christmas hospitality, that whole mix of issues, complexities, funny stories, if we have any.
Yeah.
I think that's the idea.
Yeah. It's
Today?
Christmas time. Well,
'Cause-
it is. We're recording
Merry Christmas,
this during-
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
wherever you're listening.
Yeah.
It's still
Hudson
about
pulling at the
14
heartstrings.
It's about 14 days off.
Yeah.
But, we're getting into the spirit. Hope you got your Christmas trees up. Hope you got your Christmas lights up. Hope you got your Christmas presents all shopped for
There
your
you
family
go.
members. You
There
better
you
get
go.
onto that. If you
Oh,
haven't.
I am not even onto that.
It's better than
Who
me.
the
I've
hell's
done
had
nothing.
time for
I've
that?
done nothing. Yeah.
We got Christmas.
Get your Christmas ham prepared.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
I do have a Christmas ham though.
Christmas ham?
I'm going to prepare a nice honey glazed Christmas ham.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
delicious.
Damn.
That's what we're
A
A
doing.
bit of marmalade
Yeah.
on it too.
Yes.
Yes?
You know it, man.
Oh,
Marmalade makes it all better.
Here's a Christmas hospitality question. Do you think there
Go
should be a Christmas menu for the general public or just for your functions? Because we do a function one.
I think it's a general public.
But should
Should
there
be a
be a
general
Christmas
one.
menu? Would you like one?
I feel like it's easier to manage.
It
It's a
is.
set menu.
Because it'll be set menu and a lot more people will go for it. It kind of leads to, well, what we wanted to talk about here. We're just basically working Christmas. And during our Christmas time, we get a lot of Christmas parties come in because our companies are having their end of years. So they want to have a nice party for all their workers. And yeah, because everything is Christmas related, have a nice roast pork or like a roast
Turkey.
ham, a roast turkey. I remember, I think one restaurant did that. Like you just had a roast turkey
Yeah.
with a bit of what do you do? A bit of like cranberry
Sauce.
on the
You have
side as
Christmas
well.
pudding for dessert.
Christmas
Roast
pudding as
potatoes.
well. Yeah, yeah. It shouldn't just be a functions or like special events
I don't think
specific
so.
thing. It should be make it a menu.
Well, do you want to embrace Christmas? I know where I'm working now, we have not embraced Christmas very much this year. Our
Not compared
Christmas
to other
decorations
years?
are way down. And the general public that regularly come in have been talking to me about
Are we lacking the baubles?
the lack of Christmas cheer
We got a
in
few-
our venue.
Do we have a few Grinches?
There's a few Grinches
there
and
we
Gremlins
go.
coming through, but people are like, oh, this doesn't feel very Christmassy. There's like one tree there. Look, I'm not massive about Christmas personally, but like, I don't know how much Christmas stuff they expect us to do. Do you know how hard it was to put up a tree? It took me 2 hours to put up a tree.
It takes time.
It
to make it look good as well.
Yeah, correct. And then putting the baubles on, that probably took someone else another 2 hours. That's 4 hours of... Is it worth it?
I won't lie. Setting up a Christmas tree, it's challenging.
It is hard.
You've got
I
to
hate it.
separate
I
all the
fucking hate it.
branches.
Yeah.
Oh,
I hate wrapping lights because
Yes.
not only do you have to untangle them as you get them out of the box,
Yeah.
then you've got to wrap it around the tree and get it the perfect distance so it actually sits well on the tree.
And if you have certain people in your family who really are specific on a theme, that can get
Like colour?
really annoying. Not that, it's just
oh,
like
I was thinking colour when he said that.
color. It's just like, it has to be a certain color. So I'm all for, we haven't done it this year, but I'm all for just like making the tree look as colorful as it can.
Interesting.
Are you the type that will put every ornament on there?
Correct.
Yeah.
I will dump everything on.
Yep.
But my missus,
baby's first Christmas,
my
stuff
missus
like that.
needs to have a theme. Yeah, so baby, like everything will be on, but my missus needs to have a theme. So it needs to be either all blue, all beige, glass looking things.
I tend to do that.
It needs to be.
I've cut way back on that.
Have you?
Yeah, we're red, blue, white this year.
Yeah.
Not very Australian patriotic, but it looks mint because our tree is white. So we've thrown blue and red decorations on it. It looks immaculate and it's simple. It's got one little Harry Potter ornament hanging.
Sweet.
I think one little dog ornament hanging.
Nice.
And that's about it.
I tend to, if say we're hosting a lunch or dinner, whatever we're doing,
Yeah.
we tend to align that with our tree's decoration. So we'll do like serviettes that are like if we had red baubles or red stuff on the tree.
That's full on hospo.
Red,
I like it.
red serviettes and red table runners.
Yeah.
So we'll have everything that kind of matches and aligns with the theme. So sometimes it was red and gold, sometimes it was silver.
Yeah.
And I don't know, silver and green or something.
That's dedication.
Yeah.
A real dedication.
Oh, it's nice. It just kind of fits the...
Ties everything together. Ties the room together.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Well, I know for Christmas this year, for the 10th time, I will be working hospitality, which I'm sure there are a lot of people out there, but of my 30 odd years of life, almost a third of them on Christmas Day I have worked, which I don't mind the pay.
Yes.
And I don't mind the shift is shorter, but some years it is nice to not work hospitality and not work Christmas Day.
It is nice. You enjoy spending time with the family. I think that goes without saying.
Family's number one there.
It always kind of, especially I've got older siblings who have moved out of home now. So when they are home for Christmas and I have to go off to work now, it's a bit of it's disappointing because it's one of those opportunities you actually get to see them.
Yeah.
But yeah, working Christmas does have its benefits, as Craig's mentioned.
Right.
But, I think from experience, I think we can all sit here and say we would prefer to have a family.
100%.
I would think so.
At home.
Or why even open Christmas Day? I don't even think you should be open Christmas Day. Like I am putting it out there. Make your own damn lunch. You do not need to pay someone. Don't be lazy.
Yeah.
Make your own lunch.
Or entitled. I think that's a lot of it is entitlement.
Get some beer, sit in the backyard with your family together and have lunch together. Don't come and have someone wait for you. Don't be a dickhead asking for another bottle of wine because you're on a package for 3 hours.
Yeah, don't come ask for a bottle of wine at 2:59 when the package ends at 3 because we're not going to give it to you.
Yeah, you get dick all.
And don't have a go at us when we don't give it to you. That's the other call.
Correct, because it's Christmas. We don't want to be there.
Yeah.
We're there because we need to work.
That's correct.
Be nice.
Yes.
Be nice and shut down. All hospitality should shut down. I understand people staying in hotels and things like that. There needs to be some limited service, but we don't need to do a lunch service. You don't need a dinner service. Like, you can feed the guests upstairs, but like that's it. McDonald's could be open. I mean, that's all hospitality.
The poor Mac.
That's all hospitality, but they never close.
They never close.
They're under some big corporate banner that they never close.
No. At the place that I worked at, the reason we did it was because just for like looks, to make it look nice, and you have this rapport with your regulars who are mainly the ones who come in. So it's all for looks. I don't think it's anything else other than that. Not for profit, no anything else. It's just that you're having a Christmas event and that's why you have it. But I would rather not work Christmas.
Yeah, I've got a funny story actually. I was working Porter one year.
Yes, a story. Now we're talking. This is what you're asking for, people.
No,
we got stories. Here we go.
This is the content.
So Christmas lunch is finished up for the day. Everyone's packing down. Everyone's starting to leave. Most of the staff. And as we've mentioned, we have a hotel set up, so we have rooms upstairs we've got to cater for. That's why I had to work late. So it was just me, a receptionist, and a few kitchen staff who cooked meals for the people staying in house. As you can imagine, not a lot of places are open. So with that in mind, we had to cook quite a few meals as people come back from their own lunches with family.
Yep.
Well, on this particular day, we've obviously closed up the entire hotel. And the gaming centre in our hotel is closed.
Yep.
So nobody can bet that day. Obviously, our bars and bar's closed. But obviously, I'm gathering drinks or stocking up the fridges in the bar to prepare it for the next day.
Yep.
So as this is happening, I'm getting some drinks for a room service that has been called, waiting for the kitchen to finish the food. Then I notice somebody standing at the gate.
To the kitchen or to the...
So we have this gate that closes across the bar exit or bar entry, if you want to call it. And I'm standing there and I'm just like, is that somebody standing there? And it's a regular that often comes in and gambles. And I will say this, he often orders a West End draft.
Of course they come in on Christmas
or a few.
Yeah.
This guy's just standing there and he's very, very concerned and confused as to why we're closed. But instead of leaving, he goes around the other side to see if there's another way in. Then again, I have to tell him, no, we're all closed, buddy. So he's very disappointed, goes away very disappointed. But then he comes back around the other side to see if if he can gain any access. But I have to tell him he's got to go home. I don't know. People just come in sometimes and they don't really understand.
Well, I know in our workplace, we have some regular people that come in 365 days a year. They do not miss. I'm not going to name who these people are. I think it's crazy that you come in 365 days a year without fail. But Christmas Day is not a day to come in.
No, not at all.
And Good Friday didn't used to be a day, but that's now a day you can come in. So 364, really? Yes. Oh, no. We never used to be open Good Friday.
No alcohol.
Crazy. One day a year off we had to actually have a party, like a Christmas party. Segue, which we'll get into later. But we used to have a Good Friday party because that was a one day a year we would actually close. But now we just don't close. So there's no parties.
No.
I just found it quite funny that this person was standing there but couldn't seem to understand why we weren't open. I think it took him a long while to...
But I'm assuming these people, maybe they have families and things like that.
And be aware of.
That's probably why he's standing there thinking... And that's why he does what he does, and that's why people do what they do and they're regulars, because this kind of is their family.
Would it have been like a cultural thing? Like they don't celebrate Christmas on 25th? No.
He's just a regular.
It's a regular.
It's a regular.
There you go.
Lots of social life.
Interesting. Christmas Day story. On Christmas Day, we had a party after Christmas Day. So we'd come in and we'd work 11 till 4 roughly. And then you finish up, you do your dishes and do that. And then you sit in the bar and you have a drink to celebrate. Some people go home because they got family lunches and dinners. But this particular year, I think everyone had no family to go to. They all had breakfast or lunches on. So we all were like, all right, we all got the night off. Let's get out and have a drink. So it started in the bar and then we moved to someone's house and we kept drinking and we had the kiddie pool out and we're having a good time. And then it got to about 10 and we were like, oh, I wonder what's open on Christmas Day. Surely nothing is open on Christmas Day. But in Adelaide, there was always one venue that was open on Christmas Day. Any guesses, boys? No. This is a club.
Crazy Horse?
No.
A club.
A club. No. It's not open anymore.
Is it a strip club?
Oh,
no.
Heaven?
No.
Oh.
It's close. Red Square.
Red Square.
Red Square.
We ended up at Red Square on Christmas Day.
Wow.
Until 3 a.m. before we all decided to go home to various houses. Or
was it busy?
It was so busy. I can't believe how busy town was. But I'm assuming there's a group of hospitality workers also that work that maybe finished at like 10 o'clock and there's no family stuff to do then.
Yeah.
So they need somewhere to go.
So how long ago would this have been?
Oh, this was years ago. This is when I was a lot more younger and a lot more stupid with my decisions. Instead of going home to visit family on Christmas, I was like, let's have a big party instead.
Someone say town.
That was... a weird Christmas Day where our hospitality, everyone missed their Christmas and just decided to party on with each other instead.
Sounds like fun though.
Working that would have been grim. Like working at Red Square.
Oh.
Yeah.
On Christmas Day. We're bad-mouthing our experience.
Yeah. I think working that would have been very bad.
Yeah. Well, that venue also never closed. So, there needs to be those things. But now that I'm older and wiser... everyone should close on Christmas Day.
Right.
Absolutely. I think as we grow older, you come for a different, appreciation for what Christmas actually means, for sure.
Yes.
Spending time with your family.
Family is like...
And when I'm at work, I can't actually spend time with family, so...
No, so... I think I also learned this kind of the hard way working through hospitality. I'm definitely going to take this into my big boy job when I eventually get a big boy job, which is you are number one. You look after yourself.
That's important.
And it's you and your family, and then your job is there to supplement you and your family.
You should never feel guilty about...
No.
No.
And we've
what
had
you
that.
want to do.
We've
been guilt tripped, mate.
Yeah, we've been guilt tripped for sure. But it's definitely, you're number one. So you always take that in. And spend Christmas with your family. And take your kids, take them to go see Santa Claus, because, they love that stuff. Speaking of Santa Claus.
Okay.
We've had
We're getting really good at this segue stuff.
It's smooth.
Smooth operator.
Smooth.
Yeah.
Well, now that I mention it, it's not smooth, but it is smooth.
That was smooth at the story.
We had to pick up on it when we heard it.
We are. As we get better at it, we won't point out segue anymore. But I like pointing out how smooth it was.
Right. Well,
light bulb
yes.
moment.
For Christmas, at the hotel that I worked at, we had some Santas come through over the years.
Sexy Santas.
Sexy Santa? Oh, I don't
know about that.
Sexy Santas?
No sexy Santas.
Have you had
Is that a real thing?
That could be a real thing, depending on where you go.
Depends when I dress up as Santa. I like to...
But yeah, when you come in, that's a sexy Santa.
Yeah, I was going to say, I check out all right, but...
Yeah.
With the beard?
Yeah, when...
I don't know if I ever had the beard. You got to have the whole...
When did you dress up as Santa?
That's a story for another time.
No. This is the Christmas episode.
This is a Christmas episode, but Orton's telling a story.
Okay, well, we'll come right back to Craig.
I don't know if we will.
We won't forget that.
Stay with us. But yeah, we had this one guy who used to be Santa for a very long time, and he was a creep, I would say. We used to call him cross-eyed Santa because you'd go to him and you could not see where he was looking.
Who are you looking at right now?
One eye would be, just be cross-eyed, basically. So you just go up to him and you're like, hi, how's it going? And just like all cross-eyed. And like, oh, okay. The kids liked him, but I don't know. It just came across as really, really creepy.
Did he have a big chair he'd sit in?
He did have a chair that he would sit in the front, and all the kiddies would love it.
But you can't pick your
Santas. You gotta be mindful of it though. Like
you do.
I feel like you gotta be very careful who you pick to be Santa.
Oh, yeah, especially cross-eyed Santa.
Yeah, but cross-eyed Santa is probably the best Santa out of all of them.
Creepy Santa's the
best. Who's been worse?
Creepy Santa is you don't want creepy Santa. Like you go to a mall and you can pick and choose. Like I know at the mall close to us, like Santa changes every day for their photos or whatever.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. So you can choose which Santa you want to have a photo with, and there are some Santas that look like they've smashed the eggnog, and there are other Santas who look like they're actually probably parents and have kids and understand the idea of being Santa, and it's not just a gig.
Correct.
Oh yeah, shit! What if like young kids listen to our podcast and we've just ruined Santa for everyone?
No,
don't let anyone's kids.
Wait, this is not the real Santa. This is a guy pretending to be Santa.
Yeah.
And he's cross-eyed, but the real Santa, he's still out there, so don't worry. Yep. It's fine.
Be good kids.
Yeah.
No, you don't want coal in your sack.
The real Santa is in the North Pole right now, just making a gift.
He is getting everything prepared.
Yeah. This cross-eyed
The elves are working very hard.
I don't think
Mrs. Claus has got her hands full.
Correct. She does. All
Rudolph,
his
nose is red and bright.
That is some great backpedaling. That is the best backpedaling I've ever heard.
Yeah,
I thought you guys were just going to like backpedal for like 10 seconds. That was a solid 30 seconds of full backpedaling.
No, it's not backpedaling if it's a truth. So it's because Santa's out there. So
prepare your chimneys.
But this cross-eyed Santa, no, he's definitely not related. He's a placeholder because Santa's busy making all his toys.
Yeah.
Is he a regular Santa, cross-eyed Santa? Have you seen him before, or is this the one and only time?
I only see him during Christmas, so I'm not sure. Was that the question? I only see him during Christmas.
But he comes back regularly.
He comes back regularly. Okay. I don't think I've seen him for a while though. But from what I remember, it was creepy. But it could not be. It could just be just remembering him wrongly. He could have been a nice guy. But I just remember cross-eyed Santa being creepy.
Sometimes I put a lot of effort into the role, but it comes across in such a disturbing way.
Come here, little kids.
Yeah. Come sit on my lap, like, just careful. Careful how you do it. So, So all the people out there who have to hire Santas to be a part of the job.
Yes. Santa, do you have your working with children?
Can we do a background? Can we do background checks, please?
This is going down a real
Santa, have you
strange
Okay, I've got another story.
Santa, have you been outside the country in the last couple of days? Well, I'm Santa. I travel all around the world.
Just make sure he hasn't got an ankle monitor on either.
Yeah.
Okay, check him for like Ebola and COVID and everything else he's caught from traveling around the country.
Correct, yes.
So I've got a story.
Excellent. Good segue. Great segue. We needed that.
Actually, no, I can't.
You guys are drowning.
No,
smooth operator.
It comes back to what we were just talking about.
Okay.
So we're back on the creepy hospo Santa because I think it's an important topic.
All right.
Is it? Okay.
We're not stopping. So we're not stopping until we get the bottom of it.
It's a staple of an Aussie Christmas.
It is.
Santa.
So I was at this chocolate factory. We do a tradition every year. We go to this certain place, and we go cherry picking with a family.
You're not plugging anyone this time around? Not plugging any businesses?
If they want to sponsor us, please.
No. Well, I'm probably gonna bad. Bad mouse.
Okay. This cherry picking place remain anonymous. Continue.
Yeah.
No, the cherry picking is beautiful.
Okay. Nice.
Can't go wrong with cherries. Also, good good Christmas tradition. Go cherry picking.
100%.
Do that with your family and friends.
Love doing that. I think I eat more than I actually.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Strawberry picking.
How many I eat though? Because
compared to my family and members, they eat so much more than I'll eat like. A few.
Sorry, Hunter. We keep losing stories.
Getting
Podcast. We're getting bad at this.
Sorry.
I hope you're enjoying the podcast. Anyway, back to the story. Go to this. Have a tradition every year with the family. Cherry picking, chocolate factory, pizza.
Mm-hmm.
This particular time we go to the chocolate factory, and obviously being around Christmas, they've also got a Santa who kind of goes around to the kids and the families, has them come down and wish what they want for Christmas. But this particular Santa was very creepy. Seems to be a theme. And he'd ask some people some good questions, not good questions, some pretty disturbing questions, and touch them, in shoulders and back and kind of rub them down.
Here we go.
Oh, fuck it.
So this is what we're coming back to. Is be mindful of who your Santa is.
Correct.
Because, you will get some complaints otherwise. And
you will get touched.
Did you put a complaint in?
Sorry?
Did you put a complaint in?
No, my dad did.
Yeah.
I don't think he got touched, but he saw someone get touched.
Okay.
My auntie and cousin, he came up and said, "Oh, are you two sisters?" Yeah, so you're going to be very...
The classic.
Yeah.
Creepy Santa hitting on your loved ones.
Yeah, it's not
watch
nice.
Out. You better watch out.
Okay, well, being as we have a segue here, I'm just going to feed into...
See, I'm setting it up.
Creepy hospitality workers.
Oh. Yeah.
So I was in a wedding the other weekend, a family member's wedding, and beautiful venue, beautiful day, and there was a bartender and we had full table service on this day, so they would come out and they would take our drink orders constantly, and we couldn't go up to the bar while dinner service was on, and they would constantly do our drink orders. Anyway, word has gotten around that there is one particular bartender, and he was a little bit older, that he had gone up to some of my family members, the senior ones, 70-year-old ladies, and he was inquiring about showing them pictures of his dog, and it all started off really innocent. I have this dog. Do you want to see pictures of my dog? Okay, not really. We just want drinks. Your job would be good if you just did it the right way. Yeah. But then he's decided to pursue them and offer to show them his nudes. Now, this is a first that I have heard of. In terms of hospitality and guest experience. But he's decided to try and pick up a couple of 70-year-old women by showing him pictures of his nudes. Now, they declined, and he
went... As they should. I didn't find this out till afterwards, because otherwise, if I'd found out at the time, there would have been some choice words to management. About words. I think it'll be fist flying.
No, we can't fist fight. We work in hospitality. We can't encourage fighting waiters, but there would have been some... That's the opposite of what we want.
A few haymakers here and there.
No, we can't. We got to be better than that. We put in the right channels to management.
Correct. Right.
Yes, that he was offering around his nudes to some of the older women. I don't know what his end goal was, or that's his pickup strategy, but it was odd. And we only found out afterwards that the person whose wedding it was found out, and he was like, "Oh my God, if I knew that, I would have put in a complaint straight away and we would have got rid of him for the night. And if I'd known at the time, I would have put a complaint and we would have sent that guy home for sure, because that is not okay." Wow.
How did it escalate from dog photos to...
Well, I think this was his strategy was like, "Oh, I got photos of a dog and this is him trying to pick up." And then somehow he decided that
he just slips
he'd just throw the nudes in and just be like, "Oi, this is where it's at. I'm a big old creep.
Yikes.
Here you go. This might work."
Yeah.
Obviously it didn't work. And wow. Creepy Santa, crispy hospitality workers.
Yikes. Creepy hospitality workers. Oh, now I have to remember this now. Do I have any?
You got to have a story.
But while I'm thinking of that, I reckon Craig should tell his...
I have a sexy Santa story.
You should.
Sexy Santa.
Rabbit hole. That...
All right, go on.
This went down a rabbit hole. I was just saying that me as a Santa isn't bad form.
I think
there doesn't need a beer gut on a Santa to be a Santa. Like, that's a stereotype of Santa that goes back way, because he eats all the milk and cookies.
Correct.
Some of us are lactose intolerant. We don't eat the milk and cookies. Okay.
It's a lot of cookies to go through too.
That's correct.
It's a lot.
So, like, if you want to perform as a Santa, like, be smart about your milk and cookie choices.
There is.
That's all I'm saying.
So, is there a story, or there isn't?
No, there isn't really a story. I was just talking about not every Santa needs to be a fat old cross-eyed creep.
Or is there a story which we can't share here, but we can put on the Patreon for a bonus content?
If we got 100 people on the Patreon, I'll put a story up.
All right, here we go. If 100 people join our Patreon,
that's the challenge.
It's for free at the moment, so please join.
You get the story.
Then we'll get the story. All right, so that's what we're doing. 100 people, please.
Please.
We're desperate.
Please.
We want the story too.
No. We're not forcing anyone, but please. Yes, please.
I want to ask a question. What is the right amount of time between working an event and sharing a story about that event? Is there need to be a grace period of time between when this story happened and when we can then retell this story?
I don't think so. I think the fresher the better.
You think the fresher the better?
Yeah.
It's in the mind.
Yeah, if it's in the mind, it's kind of fresh. You know the beats of the story.
But what if these people are onto your podcast and they're listening to it and they're hearing about their stories straight away? Do we want to put some distance between the story, or are we encouraging all listeners, even if your story is going out there?
I think we're encouraging all. We will never throw your name out there, if that's what you're saying, Craig, that people should be worried about. We're never.
No. We're not telling anyone the story, but do we want to put some distance between when these events occurred and when? It's a good story.
I think fresher.
It's a funny story.
Fresher the better, I reckon. So if you have a story.
Well, I know we had an interesting weekend.
Oh yeah.
You were a part of this weekend.
Yes, I was actually. You can, if you want to.
Okay.
You can tell yours. And
this is fresh for Hudson. He hasn't heard these stories yet, so for him, this is brand new details. So on the weekend, I had a 21st function that we were running, and lovely group, very nice people, very nice family. Nothing too untoward. We start our function and they don't have spirits on their account, and they ask if they can add spirits to their account. To which I said, sure, it's your 21st. Like, you're paying. I don't see that's an issue. Anyway, they, as young 21-year-olds, decided to come in and mix some drinks early on because spirits on the account. So we had some vodka cranberries. We had some... What else do we have? Some Jackson Coke. We had some CC and lemonade. We got a little crazy. We made some fresh pussy long shots because we're not doing shots. So we made some standard pours. We got a little creative with our drinks, and then we added in some Baileys and milk.
Ooh. Very Christmassy, by the way.
So through the first couple of hours, we'd knocked out a couple of grand early on. These young people were coming up 5-6 drinks an hour, and we encourage drinking responsibly, naturally. But some of these people thought they could handle their liquor, and perhaps they couldn't. It gets to about 8:30, 9 o'clock. I'm standing at the bar. This girl comes running across. She's got her hands over her mouth.
Oh no.
It's coming up. She vomits in the photo booth on her way to the door. I'm like, no, keep going. Don't stop there. So we keep her moving. She goes outside the door to the room. She vomits. It's like a waterfall. She just goes, and 4 times, and she just vomits straight outside the function room door. This is 8:30 at night. There's people walking by. There's people in the function. It's a mess. Quick, I'm like, don't stand there. Keep going. Get her out of here. So then she goes to the toilets only after walking through it because these people aren't very sensible. So I'm like, quick, we need everyone down here now. I need someone to clean this. We got vomit on the floor in the room.
Get the shovel back out.
Vomit.
Get the shovel.
We got vomit in the doorway. We got security down there. We got managers down there. Everyone's down there. We got to block off. We got members of the public walking by. We got to clean this up as quickly as possible.
Never a good look, is it?
It is a horrible way to have the function. And
what time was this?
This is about 8:30 at night.
Oh, gee, it's early.
It was not pretty.
Doing responsible service. We were doing responsible service. And unfortunately for these people, they did not seem intoxicated at all. But it obviously hit them really quick. And once it hits you really quick, there's no way out from there. So from that point, obviously we had to scale back our service big time because that is a horrible look. And that is horrible.
The trick where you...
I don't know if you could say tricks on the podcast, Hudson. So we don't trick guests at all.
No, we never do.
No. I'm not saying us. I'm saying when you've got to go, you put it back in the cup.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You're talking about vomiting back in the cup.
I've seen people
When you pick up one of those cups, that's gross.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, don't do that, guys.
I did that in the nightclub.
Oh, wow.
Might just scrap that bit.
No,
Go on, Hutto. Go on.
No, I actually can't recall it.
Yeah, so that's the story from my weekend. We had an early vomiter, which happens at the 21st.
So I happened to be on that night as well, and I was walking past, and I just see these 2 people carrying this corpse.
Oh my god!
Dragging
from the toilet.
This corpse, holding a bucket.
Oh my god!
In front of the head and dragging them out, and couldn't walk, couldn't comprehend anything which was going on.
She was fine half an hour before that.
You got to be mindful, when you're going from beers to spirits, back to beers.
Well, you mix your drinks. You can't mix drinks.
Put some dairy in it.
And especially if you didn't eat any food, because they didn't have a lot of food, so they didn't eat a lot of food. So they're probably coming in not very smartly about this. And unfortunately, as part of hospitality...
Well, here's a good question.
Shit happens.
Here's a good question. What's the best...
Shit happened. Not actual shit in this case, but shit does happen. Yeah.
What's the best pre-drinking food to keep yourself...
Pre-drinking food. I think some carbs. Carbs just absorb everything.
Yeah.
Don't do protein, because protein can...
Pizza.
I love a good banh mi.
Banh mi?
That's
you know what?
That's a hitter.
Banh mi would be awesome.
Pizza. Everything.
I think I'd do some carbs.
Solid.
Any form of
Lots
carbs.
of bread.
Is good. Yeah.
Lots of bread in it.
Yeah. What is your favorite post-drinking meal?
Oh, pizza's another good call. AB.
ABs?
AB has to be.
No, mine's a kebab. Has to be a kebab.
That's nice.
I'll down a kebab.
That's the same thing. It's just in a roll.
Yeah.
Like in a wrap.
Correct. Yeah.
But yeah.
Good choice.
Get that lamb in, get that beef in,
So she should have had a kebab, or maybe she didn't have her burgers beforehand. She didn't have a banh mi.
No, I don't think
if she had a banh mi, she would have been fine.
Well,
she didn't have a banh mi before.
That's true. We'd like to hear if anybody else has some crazy food they like to eat. There's got to be some people doing weird stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like before you eat, they got to have their own strategies, post-drinking strategies.
Sure.
But did anything happen in your night or on the same night?
My night...
Did you have a Christmas function even?
So yes, mine was a Christmas function.
You had a Christmas function?
And back on theme, Christmas function. It was tame in the function itself as Christmas parties go.
Okay.
But it turns out the crew was going out to another bar and they were doing all their shots and their drinking over there. I'm not sure why they would do that, because they had drinks already paid for in the function room, but they decided they just want to have a little bit more. So they went and did that. So everything internally was fine. But then towards the end, of course, everyone's at a peak. It's coming to an end. some random patrons came in and they were just being annoying and being dickheads, and they started picking fights with my function.
Well, the customers.
Yeah, and then I think either hitting on their girls or just talking to them. And they were at one point just like, let's take this out to the car park. And the fight started happening in the car park.
We had a weekend.
Yeah. So I wasn't there because I was finishing up doing some reception work, and all I hear on the radio is security needed in the car park. There's fights happening, and you just see security running, and then they're breaking up a fight. When I go and ask a bit later, just like, there was fights breaking up, so we had to split people up. Of course, people from inside came outside to watch, to spectate, as people do, and we had some workers just being like, get inside right now. Do not come and see this. You don't need to see this. Get back inside. And just ushering people in, and other workers just trying to split people up. And yeah, that was how our function ended.
It's hard when chaos breaks out in hospitality.
Correct.
Unfortunately, people don't realize what it's like to be on the other side. You're having a good time, but we're not having a good time at this point.
Yes.
We're having a horrible time. There's a lot of things to manage. Safety, the function, all of these things are taken into account, and it does get hard on a Saturday night sometimes in hospitality.
I've had another party which I attended. But this was at a place that I worked. So it's always weird attending a party at a place that you work at, because you want to try and maintain yourself, behave well.
Some decorum, yes.
Correct. So everything was going well. The party was fine. And at one point of the night, I'm walking out with my friend. We were about to go into the bathroom, but we see it's closed off. So I go, and I know the staff there. So I go and ask the staff, what's going on? And they said, someone's ripped out the taps, like from their hand washing. So they ripped out the taps. I'm like, okay, interesting. So someone's gotten a bit wild. And I walk out, turn the corner, and I see another bloke from the party over there, and he just asked me, what's going on? And I was like, someone's just ripped out the taps from the bathroom, so we can't use that bathroom. And old mate said, and he reaches into his pocket.
What a dickhead.
And pulls out and shows me the tap. And he's like, is this the tap? I'm like, yes, that's the tap. And then he just walks away, and I turn to my friend I was with, and I'm just like, I work here. I have to do something, because come the next day, they're going to probably come and ask me, like, what's going on. So I had to go to security and be like...
So this guy was a part of your function?
He was a part of the function. Wow. So I said, hey, so...
Were you friendly with him? Or was
it's like an acquaintance.
Yeah.
But I'm like, hey, I knew who broke the taps. So security, along with a couple of my managers, come in, and it's like, who's the guy? And he's in the middle of the dance floor. I'm like, that's the guy. They burst through the door, rush, grab him by the collar, and drag him out. And just like being like, where's the tap? Like, what are you doing?
Where are they?
And then all that commotion happens, and they stop the party instantly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I feel bad, but it was like towards the end anyway. It was towards the end time anyway.
Oh, just respect the environment.
Oh, property destruction is the worst kind of guest you can be.
Oh, I've had times when I've gone into bathrooms and the bathroom doors just been
the hinges
kicked
are off.
in.
Yeah.
On the weekend, we had toilet seats ripped off.
Yikes.
So
I understand people.
Property destruction is so stupid.
Just control yourself.
Why?
So after that party happened, I found out the full story, which was in that commotion of the guy being grabbed and taken out of the door. He has given the taps to a mate of his, so it's not found on him. So they couldn't actually pin it on him because they couldn't find the tap. They just went by my word. But they also cross-checked that with security cameras, and they see him giving the tap to his friend. And this guy runs out of the room, runs out to the street, and chucks the tap into some local, like in the bushes or something like that. So he's gone and chucked it there. So they're trying to get away with it. But then they turn back and say, hey, so we've seen you on camera. You got to pay for damages.
Yeah.
Basically. And yeah, that's how that party ended.
God, that's interesting.
Property destruction is so wild. I can't even understand
you
what
destroy it for
possessed
other people.
Well, no, you come into your house and destroy your shit.
Correct.
Like that's. I think it's just the stupidest thing.
Yeah,
the slightest sip of alcohol can just change a person's.
Yeah, when Hutto gets a sip of that Jack Daniels and Coke. Whew.
Yeah, look out. But no, I was at a bar recently, and there's a bit of a miscommunication. Like, flick of the switch, bang, something happens, and there's a fight that breaks out. So just be careful out there.
Yeah. Drink responsibly.
So you were out at a venue and some miscommunication, a fight broke out.
Yeah, big time. I think somebody got nudged accidentally, and then
the old nudge.
As it goes,
yeah.
Big punch was thrown, and then they were tackling each other on the ground. And security were very slow to notice. They were just standing outside having a smoke. And
I think for some, they just let it happen. It's like, okay, just let it happen, and everyone gets kicked out. Like,
then the police come and deal with it anyway.
Yeah, time. That's for sure.
Look. Don't put yourself in that situation.
People are out for a fight sometimes.
Don't put yourself in that situation.
You mix substances and then it just the perfect storm. And
you don't want to do that.
No, that's right.
But yeah.
All right, where are we at? Do we have anything else we want to add to this podcast, or are we?
I don't know. I think we spoke about everything we wanted to.
Do we want to add our stories of the weekend?
Let's do stories of the week.
Let's do a story of the weekend.
So we were thinking of doing like a segment where we get some random hospice stories that we found either on Reddit, on the internet.
That are funny, gross.
That we think are funny and gross and are interesting to share, because we can share our own experiences, but I think it's best to hear from other people.
Yeah, we like to hear what other people have to say.
The world is freaking huge and there's so many stories.
And Hudson's got to lead off because he's got a cracker, he reckons. And if you listen to our podcast last week, then you'll understand how this ties in.
Correct.
Okay, here we go.
Let's go.
This is a story sent in. I guess. All right. Prepare yourself.
I am ready.
A guest had shit the most liquid diarrhea I have ever seen down the side of a toilet.
Oh, wow.
I'd thrown up into the whirlpool bath next to it, and it was full of water. The jets were on. Puke had gone everywhere, including the giant mirror behind it. The room was €750 per night. It was a respectable-looking woman in her 60s that stayed in there. I radioed the reception to keep her there at checkout. I ran down 3 flights of stairs. Confronted her about it, and she denied it. I had taken the photos immediately. She was charged an additional $750 cleaning charge. It was a mess. Other housekeepers were close to being sick themselves. I have no sense of smell, so I did it alone. That sucked. Well, you're very fortunate.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Back up last week, we had our own very nasty cleaning stories we've had to deal with.
Let's
not go back into it.
No,
let's not go into it. That is a gross story. That is something that happens in hospitality.
Unfortunately.
So I have a different story theme. This one is actually, I believe, about a cat. Anyway, posted this before. It says from, I can't even read that person's name. Anonymous. I have a friend who owns a small motel just off a highway. I would hang out with him and chat on some late nights. One night he got a call that one of the guests heard a loud crash in the room next door. Checked the computer and saw that the room was unoccupied. Now we're getting to the ghost stories, but that's another episode.
Here we go.
Ooh. Friend and I go check it out. We knock and there is no answer. He opens the door and there was a cat in the room. The cat knocked over. So the cat knocked over a lamp and smashed it. It was super friendly and came right to us. We took it back to the office and locked it in the record room. The prior person that was in the room abandoned the cat when he checked out 3 days earlier. He was already on the other side of the country when we called him, and he said he was not coming back for the cat. So this guy just left his cat. My friend took ownership of the cat, and now the cat is the motel cat. She walks around quietly the property and takes care of any mice and critters, and has a picture on the wall as one of the employees. So this was a sad story that actually turned into a heartwarming story. Like, you know how the firehouses have dogs and stuff?
Bit of contrast to mine.
Yeah. It was a little bit of contrast, but look, not all our stories can be all shit and vomit.
Doom and gloom.
Yeah, that was a nice one. So there you go. The cat lived and is now part of this motel somewhere in some country and somewhere in the world.
Very, very cool.
All right, Orton, what are you bringing to the table?
I'm going back to a shit story.
Oh, God.
Another shit story.
This is, we actually can't go an episode without.
Although we're not doing personal stories. Is that the whole point of this segment?
Yeah.
All right, hit us with your story.
This one is working in a bar with a restaurant attached to it, and this old guy was there. I guess he's had a bit too much to drink, so he's stumbling out, and he has, at this point, I reckon he's lost all motor functions.
What table was he sitting at, out of curiosity?
I heard it was table 43.
Table 43.
Table 43. Oh,
interesting.
Table 43. So anyway, he was walking out. There's like a long corridor to go down, and he proceeds to shit himself as he's walking out, and the shit is strolling down his pants as he's walking out. Now, at this point of my hospitality career, I was not a porter.
Okay.
But all I hear is reception to porter, and the porter has to come down.
Was it you, Craig?
No, it wasn't.
I was not reception, Craig. And I was not porter. I would have said no to cleaning that.
So the porter is told, can you please bring a mop bucket and maybe some gloves as well? So he has to clean up this shit that's been streaming down the corridor, and as the guys walked out, so he has to do all that.
Was it an older guy?
It was an older guy. So yeah, old people, bless their souls, but if you have a bit too much alcohol, sometimes you don't know where you are.
I'm glad I told the cat story now, because you guys are making this podcast fucking gross. The amount of shit and vomit we talk about is wild.
Yeah.
I think
I have more.
I don't want more. I don't want more shit.
Go to the details.
We are at 55 minutes of this pod.
I think that's enough.
I reckon we can wrap this up here, and we will keep these stories for later. I think once we start talking, we just get going. Yep. But we don't want to be too long for you guys. But yeah.
That was story of the week.
Story of the week?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just mindful of your shitty situations.
Yeah, exactly. Shitstorms.
How good's Travis Head?
Did you say how good's Travis Head?
Australia 5-0.
Oh, yeah. At this point, Australia is 2-0 up in the Ashes. Completely random. Oh, actually, not a random segue. I can see the relation because we're talking about shit and England are shit. Ah. So that's how we go to Australia being 2 up in the Ashes.
England just won a moral victory.
Like
yes. They have won the moral victory up in, up or down?
Up in Noosa.
Up in Noosa. Yeah, moral victory. And yeah, can't wait for the 5-0.
I mean, speaking of the test,
bring your A game, Joffre.
Yeah, it was good for business. The day-night test did crazy business. Nice. People loved it. If you have a sports bar, imagine you're raking in off the back of this day-night test.
Anybody working at the Adelaide Oval, you can send in some stories from the third test that will be here next week.
Correct.
There'll be
starting
some
Wednesday,
gross stuff there.
10 a.m. It'll be, I believe, Travis Head's new drink is on tap, so be sure to try that out if you're heading to the game.
Is that?
It is a watermelon and apple seltzer or something.
Travis Head.
Yeah.
What are you drinking that for?
I could go for some head on a Wednesday, I reckon.
Head on a Wednesday?
Head on a Wednesday. Thank you, DDF, for that segment. All right, what do you reckon? Wrap him up?
We love head.
On that note, surely you're going to wrap it up.
All right.
Oh my God.
Head game is perfect.
Yeah. Thank you guys for listening, and we can't wait to hear your feedback or hear your comments. If you guys have comments, please, again, join the Patreon. Listen to us on Spotify, on Apple Podcast. We haven't started up a YouTube one yet. We want to start filming these properly, but I reckon we'll see how we go from here.
And be sure to check out the Instagram as well.
Correct.
We'll be sure to share some polls and,
of course,
other things that other updates, other stories that we come across.
And remember, if you get 100 people on Patreon, you will hear Craig's sexy Santa story and may see Craig dressed up as a sexy Santa. So stay tuned for that one.
That's something you don't want to miss.
Yeah, 100 people for that. You need more than 100.
Yeah, and we'll ask this every week, but if any beer company or drink company wants to sponsor us, we'll be more than happy to collaborate.
Yeah, we're thirsty.
Yeah, we're thirsty.
My mouth is dry.
Yeah, correct. I would love a pint while we're doing these podcasts.
I would love a pint
that'll be so nice.
Big time.
Okay. But yeah, thank you guys. Beautiful. We'll call it there.
Bye.
Have a good one. Thank you for sitting at the table.
Thank you.